Mr. Cotton, next question comes to you. It is from Scott Inman.
Congressman, according to the Social Security Administration, the trust fund will be depleted between 2033 and 2041. Now, there are certainly many proposals out there to avoid this, and we have seen both of your campaigns highlight the unpopular ones, but this problem certainly is unavoidable without congressional action. Specifically, which proposals would you support to strengthen the financial health of Social Security, and why?
My mom and dad are on Social Security and Medicare. Sorry, Mom, you probably didn't want me to reveal that. But I wouldn't do anything to hurt them or the thousands of Arkansas seniors who depend on Social Security and Medicare. That's why I voted for no changes to those programs for anyone retired today or anyone even approaching retirement. Senator Pryor and Barack Obama can't say the same thing. They robbed $700 billion from Medicare to pay for Obamacare. If they're willing to do it once, they'd be willing to do it again. And in fact, Senator Pryor, in the depths of an election year, is resorting to typical Washington hypocrisy. He's trying to scare seniors, trying to hang on to power. Just a few years ago, he said he could save Social Security if he raised the retirement age for teenagers today to 69. And now he's trying to say he didn't say that or he wouldn't support it. Well, given his record on Medicare, I don't think we can trust Senator Pryor on Social Security. And the most important thing we can do to promote Social Security solvency is get people back to work and paying into the system, not taking out of the system. That's not happening in the Obama-Pryor economy.
Mr. Pryor.
Well, I would caution the audience here to beware about what Congressman Cotton says in a debate about Social Security, because 2 years ago, when he was running for the House, he got asked a similar question, and he said he would never do anything to harm people on Social Security today. Well, guess what? It took him a grand total of 5 months after that election, 5 months, when he got the call from his billionaire backers, from these mega donors. They told him to vote certain ways, and guess what? When the AARP looked at his voting record, they said his voting record would result in immediate benefit cuts. That means immediate benefit cuts to seniors today. There's 2 lessons there. 1, you can't trust what Tom Cotton says in a debate, and 2, you can't trust Tom Cotton on Social Security.
30-second rebuttal for both of you, and again, I'll remind you the question is specifically which proposals would you support to strengthen the financial health of Social Security?
Well, Senator Pryor, once again, is trying to confuse the matter because he wants to run from his record on Obamacare and cuts to Medicare. $700 billion of cuts today to seniors who are benefiting from Medicare today. I was on the campaign trail just last week and met a senior down in Warren who said that he had just received his cancellation letter. That's the result of Senator Pryor breaking his promises. And if he did it on Medicare once, he'll do it on both again, Medicare and Social Security. What we have to do is get people back to work, grow our economy, get more money in the Social Security Trust Fund. That'll help save it right now, not make the kind of cuts that Senator Pryor did when he voted for Obamacare.
Mr. Pryor.
Okay, I want to answer the question, but I have to respond to this scurrilous charge about $700 billion cuts to Medicare. Let me tell you about that. What I did is I cut waste and I cut overpayment to insurance companies in the Medicare Advantage program. Like we said earlier, more people on Medicare Advantage than they've ever been, so it hadn't hurt the program at all. But I took those $700 billion and I extended the life of Medicare by 13 years. Congressman Cotton has taken the same budget votes where he takes that $700 billion, and guess what he does? He gives huge tax breaks to billionaires, to the ones who are underwriting his campaign. That's the difference in the two of us.
Mr. Pryor.